Hello everyone, this is Pepe Crochets. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying to crochet my Halloween outfit. I'm actually crocheting the cowboy outfit from the Barbie movie. The current pants I'm working on didn't work out, so I have to frog the whole thing, and I'm going to create a plan for what I'm going to do first before starting. So we're starting this all over, but this is what I have so far. So I'll try this on just so you can see the general idea of how I want the pants to look. So this might look a little silly, but this is what this looks like right now. So the problem with this prototype, which is the same issue I had with the second prototype and the same issue I had with the most recent one that I created, is this V section here is way too big. Now, if I try to close it in more, you know, like that works. However, now this is too tight and I can't slip it on and off easily. So this is a no-go. But let me try on the second pair just so you can see how far I got and where I made the mistakes. So this is the second pair. You can see that it's a lot more stretchy. I made this a little bit bigger. However, same issue. This V portion, way too big. If I try to close it in more, it's gonna be too tight up at the top for me to be able to slip it on and off around my hips. I'm going to add a separate panel down the middle, probably using single crochet or slip stitches just so it's nice and tight behind this, obviously, to cover up this portion. I'm hoping I finish this by Halloween. I also have to make the top, add the details, and then also buy the accessories. So I'm running out of time. I'm rushing to get this done. I'm gonna go ahead and do my sketches, write my measurements down, and we'll get started with crocheting. This is the details of the yarn that I'm using. This is a weight 3 or a DK weight 100% acrylic yarn. I can link the exact link for where I got this yarn below. It recommends using a 4mm hook. I use different size hooks, but I'll get into that as we go through this video. And this is in the shade Fiesta. It's a very bright pink, so I thought it would be perfect for the Barbie costume. It was the closest shade that I could find. Here I am just frogging everything once again. However, this time I do have a plan. I decided to write everything down and also sketch out how I want the front of these pants to look, and I took down some extra measurements. I also realized that for the other trials, I wasn't increasing into the hip widths while I was increasing for that V section of the pants. So that would definitely explain why these pants were fitting way too tightly and weren't fitting the way that they were supposed to. So I went ahead and also increased into hip widths while I increased for that V section, and now these fit perfectly. This is what I have so far, and now I'm just going to keep increasing until I reach the crotch area and then work down for the legs. It is now officially 1 week before Halloween weekend or Hallow weekend. This week I've been really busy with work and I've been kind of distracted. I haven't been crocheting as much as I should have, so I've really been cramming these last rows a lot the past few days, and now I'm starting to get a little nervous. So this is what I have so far. Right now they're just long shorts, and I need these to be pants, like long pants, and I still need to work on the top. So let's see how much I get done. I'm also going to order some things on Amazon. I have to order a wig, a cowboy hat, a pink bandana for my neck, and then I also want to see if they have any sort of stars or anything that can add to the pants and then the top, because I know the original Barbie cowboy outfit has stars on them, so I want to see if I can find a way to either glue, sew, or something some stars on. Hopefully the package gets here in time, because once again I now have only 1 week left. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself, but we'll see. This is what I have so far. So I have the top portions done, and right now what I'm working on is so I went and I made the pant leg around here. I just kept going straight down doing half double crochets, and then right around here I start to do decreases, 1 decrease and then 2 regular half double crochet rows and then a decrease row, and I marked off the sides where I want to decrease on both of the pant legs. I'm doing them a couple of rows on each side just so that it's even. When I reach around this point, now I'm starting to decrease every other row, because I do need to decrease for this portion of my leg since the original pants are more fitted. So I'm trying to get that fitted, slim look by slowly decreasing in this area. But this is what I have so far. It fits me perfectly. I also still have to figure out how I'm going to add the elastic waistband and then the portion right here for the lacing detail. I guess we're just gonna have to keep crocheting and see how much we can get done. But yeah, let's get to crocheting. I also went on Amazon to see if I could find the individual accessories that she was wearing in the movie, but I ended up finding a whole kit that included the wig, the earrings, and the bandana, so that was great. And then I also ordered the white cowboy hat. Here's what I have for the pants so far. So we have the front section here. I still have to clean up this edge and then the waistband area. So we're gonna do that towards the end. I really want to finish the legs of the pants first. So after I did the decreases for the thigh area, as you can see it's coming inwards, I started to rapidly decrease around here. This is towards the top of my knee area because my knee area gets a lot slimmer. So I was actually doing 4 decreases per row, every row for a couple of rows. And then after that, I was doing 2 decreases every single row, just so that it comes inward. I'm thinking for the flared portion, I'm going to do increases every 4th or 5th stitch. So there's a couple of increases all around. And then we'll kind of figure it out from there to see how wide that flared portion goes. I kind of need to look at the reference picture again and figure out how I want to do this and how I want to look. But so far, this is what it looks like. It's slowly getting there. We're almost there. To create that flared portion, I ended up doing an increase every other stitch for that very first row. And I'm also using double crochet stitches, so it's a little bit looser. I did a few increased rows until this was my desired flare width, and then I just kept going straight down. Here are the things that I ordered from Amazon, and they came just in time. The pants are almost done and they look really great. I'm super excited. But let me show you what I got from Amazon. So I got this really cheap hat, and I have some pink ribbon that I might wrap around the top of it, just like she did in the movie. And then we have the wig and the scarf. And the wig is a little questionable. I don't know how I feel about the wig. It looks terrible on me. At least I know never to go blonde, but it looks bad. At least the hat will cover the part, but you'll see what I mean. So this little kit I got from Amazon also includes some glasses and some earrings. Yeah, it has the star earrings that she had in the movie as well. And then the pink bandana. So I feel like all of these little accessories will pull the whole look together and it's gonna look great. I'm excited, but let me show you what the wig looks like. She's a little bit, do you like it? It looks terrible. But this is all we have to work with, so I'm gonna make it work somehow. And I'll show you what the pants look like. Okay, this is what it looks like. I think it looks great. I bought different colors of felt, so different purples and pinks, and I'm gonna see which one. I feel like this one matches the best with the costume picture. This one's a little bit too close, or maybe this one. I don't know, but she has like 2 huge stars in the back where the pockets should be, so we'll do that. And then we're gonna work on the top, so that's a whole different story. But I have 3, not even 3 days. Yeah, like 2.5 days to finish the top and to finish these pants. So I really need to get going. I have the base of the pants completely done, and now I'm just working on those star details for the back of the pants. So what I did was I printed out a picture of a star, and then I went ahead and chose which felt color matched best with the original costume. I ended up going with this brighter pink compared to the more purple one because I thought that the color matched a little bit better. And now I'm just cutting out that star printout, and I'm going to be tracing it onto my felt, and then I doubled up the felt and cut that shape out so that I had 2 stars at the end. In order to place these stars onto the pants, I made sure everything was aligned nicely, and then I used a little bit of Elmer's glue just so that I wouldn't budge while I was hand sewing this onto the back of the pants. The Elmer's glue actually worked out really great because it also helped the felt to stiffen up a little bit when it dried down. So it held that star shape better, I felt, than just leaving the felt there on its own. This is what it looks like once the stars were all stitched on. I also added an elastic waistband all the way to the top of the pants, and then added that inner carrot-shaped insert right where that V section is, just to close it up. And I made sure to leave those two side posts untouched so I can weave in a long chain later to do that corset detail. Now I'm just going to be adding those smaller details. I'm adding the ridges to the back and the front of the pants, and then I'm also going to be making a long chain that's going to weave in back and forth through that V section portion to create that corset style look. In order to create the ridges, I did surface slip stitching, and then I went back around and then did single crochets along the slip stitch stitches that I had just made. So here I'm just showing you how I made those ridges, and as you can see, it helps the ridge to pop out nicely, and I did that for the front and the back of the pants on both pant legs. Let's go through some of my crazy notes here. Okay, so for me personally, I started with 58 half double crochet foundation stitches. So essentially this is going to be we're gonna ignore this, this is the shape of the top. So this is like the underarm portion, and this is kind of like the bust portion. And first and foremost, I am creating a rectangular portion. So I'm gonna create this rectangular portion and then add the front piece, and then the kind of like the side slash underarm piece here. So this is kind of the shape I determined or saw when I was looking at the reference photo. So this kind of shows you a little bit what I'm talking about. So as you can see, if you kind of look at the center here, it's just a rectangle with a slanted bottom. Right here. Then I added my bust piece. I'm still kind of working on that bust piece here. And then I added the side piece for the underarm portion. Here's what the top looks like with the base completely done. So for that first panel, I ended up adding a few more rows for that midsection. And then I also added another couple of rows for that underarm section, just to give myself a little bit more space. Once I completed that first panel, I created a second completely identical panel. So this is what the second panel looks like. And as you can see, it has all of the same number of rows. Then to join the two panels together, I added the back panel. So the back panel is a couple of half double crochet rows on each side, and that middle section is back loop only slip stitch. So it's slip stitch ribbing that's nice and stretchy because I want to be able to put this top over my head and to still be cinched in and fit nicely. Once I had the base of the top done, then I also did the same thing like I did with the pants and added that single crochet ribbing to the top to give it some of those details. Now I'm just finishing up the details for the top, and for the original costume she had 4 stars on either side of 2 pockets. So I just quickly cut out some little stars for the pockets and then quickly crocheted 2 pockets that are going to go on the center of that ribbing detail on both sides of those panels. Now I'm just going to line up the stars. Once I had everything figured out, I attached the 2 pockets by sewing it on with my darning needle. And then same thing I did with the stars on the back of the pants. I hand sewed that onto each corner of the pockets. Basically at this point the top was completely done, so all I had left to do was to weave in all of the loose ends. And this is what the top looks like before it was steam blocked. At this point I have the top completely done as well as the pants, and here are some of those little accessories I ordered. I had these star earrings and the bandana. And then of course the final step was to steam block the top and the pants. I chose steam blocking over wet blocking, 1 because I had to wear this within the next 10 to 15 minutes, and 2 it's better for acrylic yarn so it doesn't stretch too much out of shape. Here's what the costume looks like with all the accessories and the wig. I really love the way this costume came out. Granted that it is my first ever crochet Halloween costume, so I am proud of myself for this one. My favorite part was definitely doing all of the little details. I really enjoyed doing that ribbing detail and sewing on the stars to the pants and the top and kind of slowly watching it come together. I had so much fun wearing this out on Halloween, and I even got a few kids come up to me and say, "Hey Barbie," so that was definitely the highlight of my night. And I even had a few people come up and ask me whether I made the costume myself, and I got to proudly tell them that I did hand make everything. I also really love the way these pants came out, and I'm actually thinking of making a more wearable version of these lace up star pants in the future. So if that's a tutorial or video that you'd like to see, definitely let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Bye everyone!